Right now, I'm joined by the commercial director from Mi Vida Homes to talk about the evolving property market, opportunities, and also what the future looks like for homeowners and property buyers.
My name is Otieno. I'm the commercial director at Mi Vida.
To start us off, maybe you could tell us what opportunities are currently shaping Kenya's real estate market.
Okay. I think people are looking at real estate differently today, and there are quite a number of people who are investing in real estate indirectly. So recently we've had two REITs being launched by two big real estate players.
Okay.
In Mi Vida also we are looking at we are working on a D-REIT that will be coming up very soon. So other than the normal building of houses and people buying for rental or for investment, there's a lot more in real estate in the sense that people would want to deploy capital indirectly for a return. So nowadays we look at people with patient capital like your pension schemes through their fund managers and excite them on their return because it has been a different ball game across real estate compared to what we had traditionally, where it was just more of the brick and mortar. But nowadays it's an investment play, and getting to see how that compares to other alternative investment platforms like your commercial papers, the government bonds, your Mansas, etc.
So does this only apply here in Kenya or in East Africa, entirely?
I think we always look at the global market and get to see how we can advance that locally. So we have a lot of investors from the diaspora. So
Okay.
More than 20% of people who invest in Mi Vida projects are in the diaspora. So it has to make commercial sense for them as well, because where they are, like people in Europe, people in the US, they've got other investment opportunities there. The interest rates there are significantly lower. The access to mortgages are significantly lower, say in the US. So it has to make commercial sense for that Kenyan who's living in the US today, who would want to come back home 5 years from now. So we model our products predominantly for the local market, but we always have sight for an international person who would want to invest back home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we could talk about how is Mi Vida Homes adapting to the changing needs for today's home buyers and investors.
I think, as I had mentioned earlier, we are moving with the trend.
Okay.
Yeah, as opposed to just building and selling units. We are alive to the fact that people are now buying investment and they're buying a return. So it's if you're giving someone 11, 12% yield on rent, what other alternative investment platforms do they have out there? So our models always work towards beating that return. So now today the interest rates have gone down, so the government papers are giving less returns. The real estate return has been at 8-9% for a long period of time.
Really?
Yeah, that's why we are now looking at things like a D-REIT, which would promise more than 25% return, and this would interest people who this would be more lucrative to compared to the commercial papers, in as much as it comes it comes in with a little bit more risk compared to bonds, but then that is factored in the returns. So we are adapting to the compelling market requirements today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you could let us know how are you able to balance affordability and quality in today's housing market?
Yeah, so Kenyans are our buyers are very keen on the quality of projects that they buy.
Okay.
So as Mi Vida, we are one of the super brands.
Okay.
And one of the matrices that are looked at is the quality of our product. So despite the prices, we always ensure that the quality speaks to the Mi Vida brand. So we've got two main products. One is a mid-market product,
Okay.
and the second one is what I'd call affordable product. Then opportunistically would get to the high-end market. So we always ensure that regardless of the tier of our product, the quality is quite good. So at times for you to offer this quality, you have to expend more money. So we always factor that in our business case,
Okay.
just to ensure that there's a lot of there's similarity in our projects, and when we are procuring our materials, we always try to benefit from economies of scale by getting them in bulk, so that we transfer that benefit to the purchaser. They get to buy them cheaply. Yeah.
Maybe briefly and also lastly, you could let us know what exciting projects should we expect from Mi Vida in the near future?
Okay, good. So from the high-end point, we've now gotten into Tatu City.
Okay.
We've acquired 11 acres there. We have launched a project called LR, 156 units. The first phase is already selling.
All right.
Then in the mid-market portfolio, we have an amazing project called Lulu in Garden City.
Okay.
It's what I'd call the last phase of what we have in Garden City.
Okay.
Then in our affordable projects, we have Keza Riruta and Keza Laika, which have recently groundbroken after a successful handover of the first phases last year. So these are projects ranging from 2.7 million for a studio to 10 million, and that is a very big opportunity for people to get mortgages under the KMRC program, and get the current buyers are actually getting yields of more than 10%, contrary to what we had expected earlier, something like 8%. So I'd like to interest the wider market to come and invest in projects at Mi Vida.
Absolutely. Thank you
Okay.
so much for your time. That was really nice. And of course, want to see that we're expecting the future of Mi Vida Homes.
Thank you, Nikita.
Thank
Asante sana.
you.